So apparently they added a bunch of achievements that make it so Rogue Tower... Oh, hey, this is more more houses than I thought I was going to start with. That's good. I did a failed recording where I straight up didn't hit record. I really should not be recording this at 3 a.m., but here I am. My life is a mess. I'll make it work. Let's see. Frost Keep. Yeah, let's get it immediately. That's going to be the goal of this run. Problem is I don't have the mana for it, so we're just going to go banditry and try and make it work. So immediate problem is this is not a very good run for my setup at the moment. We don't exactly have a whole lot going on, and I'm going to be spending a lot of money on ice towers that I can't actually use for a smidge. We'll get there. I could go for the sorcery, but I'm going to go for the banditry. We need the money at the moment. Let's just take up a number of the 2 height spots and just kind of keep expanding for a bit. Oh, that one actually got through. Shoot. I guess I should expand a little bit more. Do we just get the mana siphons now? Yeah. Okay, that's the most I can do at the moment. This is problematic. Well, could be worse. Okay. Poison damage right off the bat? Sure. Can't do as much right now. If I do that, it does cover the whole thing. Alright, cool. It's not the best place to have it, but it does slow down a couple of guys and does some damage. Which is kind of my goal. Let's see. Do I actually want the mana banks? Yes. I really wish mana siphons and mana banks were just one and the same or something. I need conductive snow. I know that much, but I'm going to need the mana bank more and sooner. This is Terra bad? This is some of the worst level design I've had to contend with. I'll make it work though. Banditry level 3, sure. Okay. Please turn. You know what? I'm just gonna mulligan this one. This is no good. When they split off that much, there's no... I don't want to say there's no saving the run, but I need a denser tangle that I'm getting. I definitely want to do some dual lane runs, just because they tend to be a bit spicier. But sometimes they also just tend to be incredibly uncooperative in the worst possible way. Well, this is far less houses than I wanted, and watch it just go absolutely kittywampus and then I can just not recover. It's a possibility. Well, at least that's good. And there's banditry right off the bat. Please turn. Okay, do we get the frost keep? Sure. Alright, speed this up. What am I doing? That's what I want to do. Okay, banditry level 2. Well, we've got a lot of really high hills going into all of this, which is massive. I'll just put those down until we find a house. And then honestly, probably just start surrounding the house because those are still good spots. Do I go for the mana siphon? I could. They're cheap and they don't require a whole lot of upgrades, but they quickly become kind of useless. Otherwise we could get mortars, which is the other thing I was kind of planning to grab here. Which, of course, I can't afford it, but you never know. Okay, most armor. And I guess I'll just get that for the time being. Okay. So I could get the mana bank, but I think I'm going to go for banditry level 3. It's most useful at the moment. We do have to worry about some enemies getting through, though. Yeah, top side's a problem. Damage to shields. Grab that. I'm probably just gonna put one more supporting doodad up here. Let's just get that one up to level 5. Turned the wrong way. It's still fine. I can probably make it work. Ow. I'm gonna have this one on near death. Okay, yellow snow or sorcery. If I go sorcery, that gets me an extra 5. And then I can potentially get this up here, which I think has just enough range. If it doesn't have enough range, we should put it here. There. Now it for sure has enough range. And start expanding this one. I might be able to make something of this. This is definitely a better dense tangle than I was looking for. Fridge man. I'm trying my best here. Okay. Well, there's the mana bank, but I think I'm gonna just have to rely on it on other things for the moment. Okay. You're gonna be on near death. You're gonna be on near death. You're gonna be on most armor. You're gonna be on most health. Least armor. And let's hope I can pull a winner out of this one. Yeah, unfortunately, I think part of it is just mortars are kind of worthless at this stage in the game. And I desperately need them to be way better than they are. Whew. Ah, this is tough. So, yellow snow gives these poison, which is pretty good. This gives my dudes burn damage, though. All of them are great. At this moment, I'm gonna say flaming bolts. Okay, and then I'm gonna get this here. And I'm gonna give it a ballista buddy. You're gonna be most armor. Okay, hopefully I have enough mana to sustain both of those. This is god potential. It's a little spooky. On the plus side, the Frost Tower's got a decent chance of doing some hurt. Okay. That's good. Let's go for the burn damage. Work on that. Well, this is certainly a thing. Okay, I'm just gonna use a number of these. Damn it. I'm having a bad time here. That had some potential there, but unfortunately, yeah, too much damage and not the right upgrades yet. I think this is why I usually rely on getting ballistas down first and just kind of oh god, this is bad. Everything is bad, and I don't want to go single lane. I don't want to be here. I won't be in bed. I want to just... It's fine. Double defense. Let's do this. Oh, I just gotta pray to the RNG gods to give me a good map here. I still believe... What the hell? Oh, man. I still believe comboing this with Loop Hero would probably be one of the most brilliant things ever. Being able to actually control the path, and even to the point of maybe having terrain that matters, I think would be really, really spicy. Oh, you know the reason why I was getting decked there? It's probably because I didn't have the sheer quantity. You know what? I'm gonna go for the Frostkeep first. I bet I didn't have the sheer quantity of ballistas around the main base that I usually rely upon. Let's see, increase burn damage. Let's grab the mana bank. Okay, I'm going to keep expanding this a little bit further. I'm really hoping the level design does not just decide that I don't deserve to win. I want conductive snow. Because it really is kind of hit and miss here. Sometimes it is just straight banger. The last one actually had a ton of potential, but I just didn't have enough towers to take him out. I'm sure there's other ways you could analyze it. You might be wondering why I'm picking... Oh, well, this is interesting. We're going to take some damage here for sure. That hurt. real bad. Let's grab yellow snow. And then I'm just going to get... I'll put it here. Gives it the most amount of potential coverage later. Okay. That's all I've got for the moment. I might just lose again. Okay. Expand that. Well, that's either really good or really, really bad. It certainly is interesting. I'll give it that. Grab slow but sure. And put that there. So this ends up being actually kind of great. As we have a portal right at the beginning. Frost keeps gaining the extra range. Yes. Oh. I don't have enough money. Grab that one. I was really hoping it would turn the other way. Okay. Losing a little bit, but it'll be fine. Let's grab another sorcery. Okay, not enough gold. Near death. Just gonna expand what I can. See where you go. Well, it's a dense tangle, alright, which is good. And if I can get these frost towers to do what I hope they can start doing, then I'm gonna be a very happy camper. Let's see, Blizzard level 2. Perfect. So if I put that there, it's decent. If I put that here, that's better. And if I can get one more range upgrade on it, it becomes amazing. Alright, let's just leave that there. Okay. Yeah, I'll want a couple more frost towers kind of all over the place. Especially because layering them turns out to be kind of productive here. We'll still grab that. I know my mana is looking kind of bad, but here's the thing. I can at least afford a couple of mana banks, and that usually solves the problem. Okay. If I do that, I think that's enough. Okay, we lost a little bit. Yeah, those carts are an annoyance. But that's okay. Do we go for banditry level 3? It seems like a terrible idea at the moment. Let's go for creeping cough instead. Let's see. I have just enough for a couple of mana banks. Which hopefully pays for a little bit more. Let's see where that goes. Let's see, most armor. Let's do least health. Then I'll probably want a couple of things aimed at near death. There we go. Okay. I don't want this to be a failure. We definitely need some more mana here. Okay, because yeah, we are rock bottom. Let's see, poison per second. No, enchanted bolts. Maybe. Let's do dehydration. Okay, that gives me a little bit. Oogie is actually spooky. Not overwhelmingly, but he's there. Because he's barely hurt. And we're going into a bit of a doozy fight here. Okay. Let's just prop that up a little bit. And see what else I can do. I mean, with all of my guns to bear, maybe it'll be fine. They should be able to do a bunch of damage to him. There we go. I just don't do a whole lot of anything. Okay, it looks like he's taking some damage. Yeah, I was really hoping these frost towers would actually do some more harm than they did. Banditry level 3, is this a good idea? No, it's not, but I'm doing it anyway. And there's mortar, which is the other thing that I was hoping to grab. It's worth it. And sorcery level 2, that vastly increases my mana regen. Perfect. I mean, not perfect, but it's enough. Okay, let's grab a mortar. Most armor, most... Actually, least health. Because the transports tend to actually have not a lot. Let's see. Oh, no, that's a +3. +2, +2, +3. Okay, you're just going to be most health and progress. At least the mortars seem to be pretty cheap. All things considered. Let's have you be near death. Because in retrospect, this ballista is not the most helpful. Well, shoot. Yeah, it certainly doesn't help that these things do piss-poor damage. At least upgrading them is dirt cheap. Yeah, this is why I try and have my defenses wrap around a little bit. Oh, the other thing is we don't have the longbow upgrades, which I often rely on for last hitting. And I didn't prep for shields. Though we do have the frost towers, which do poison damage sometimes. So it's not as heinous as it could be. But it is bad. All the same. Damage to shields, regen more. I'm gonna go regen more. Reason being, more or less just lets me get more dudes. Okay, you're gonna be my anti-shield on this side. There we go. And we're not running out of juice here. How's this side doing? Less than adequately. Okay. No shield. Let's just get another one. Okay, that's looking a little bit better. The frost towers are carrying. They're not carrying that well, but they are carrying. They at least do a decent chunk of damage. And they are keeping most of these enemies slowed on approach. Not as slowed as I'd like it to be, but slowed enough that I'm less immediately concerned. Okay. What do we grab? Mortars. I mean, it's mortars all the way down. We might want to grab universities, which is less desirable. I actually have no idea which of these give the mortars the AoE boost. Shoot. Yeah, because they moved them elsewhere, so you don't just start with them. You actually have to go down the tree a bit, which is awkward. I'm just gonna not for now. I'm gonna start expanding this side, because it definitely needs a little bit of its own help. Okay, here. You're gonna be on most shield. And I'm gonna scale it up so it just does a ton of damage. It just doesn't fire as much as a ballista does, which is a little bit of a downer. But it's got the range to hit in many lanes, so it's kind of a trade-off. There we go. Okay, it's not so bad. And flammable snow, which is good. Let's keep expanding that. See if I get anything interesting. Put that there. Oh, that's some good coverage. Okay, where else do we want to put this? So here's the thing. Like, I really could just put these everywhere. I don't have enough gold. They do get a lot more expensive as you go along. I put it like here. It covers this entire area. It doesn't get the base damage bonus, but it does help. Okay, I think we're good. I have my concerns, but I think we're in a better place than we were earlier. That much is certain. Might even want to layer a couple of these. Okay, do we go dehydration next? Yeah. Because that's where we get all the sweet features for frost towers. Okay, I'm going to put this guy here. You're just going to be most shield, most armor, most health. And your entire goal is more or less to just punch anything that is tanky in this area. Okay, I'm crawling back. It's not that fast, but I'm crawling back. Do we get another... let's get a ballista up here. I like my mortars, but I'm not that reliant on them. I'm gonna have this one also on just most shields. They're the biggest danger for me. Let's see. If I go to armor... Yeah, we want armor on the ballistas. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get it, but I want it. Okay. Here's the next question. I'll put this here. That covers a decent range. They do get more expensive, which is the one doozy. However, I might as well upgrade these. They should be hitting quite a lot of stuff. Okay, next up. University's getting a research bonus? Yeah, because we're about to hit it. What's my mana doing? You know, it wasn't looking. It's getting ticked down a bit, but it's not much. Okay, let's just get those across the board. Because we do want to layer a number of frost towers just everywhere. Because the more frost towers I have, the more these things get just slowed into oblivion. There we go. Because I'm more or less going to have to set up a super speed net. These are just too spread out for me to actually do anything. Research breakthrough? Yeah. I don't think we've really gone for any of the crit bonuses. Ooh, this is promising. Okay, do I have enough? Yeah, let's get another one here. Just more snow. Everything's slow. There we go. Unfortunately, those snowflakes do not actually hit that often. Ew. And yeah, I'm probably going to want to get some more ballistas all over the place here. Let's go for the next scholarships upgrade. You're going to be most shield, most armor, and most health. You are just... to sit here and punch anything that is even remotely close to high HP. And this is going to be huge, because it'll give these guys some extra training. Okay, I know I have a house up here, which I should probably aim some stuff at. Oh. Some of those little zippy dudes are a problem. Okay. So in that case, let's have... Nope. What do we want? Frostbite? I know there's vile consumption. But I want to grab Frostbite. I really want these Frost Keeps to carry me. Okay. Have this go for, like, fastest. Anything that is fast shouldn't have a whole lot of HP. And then just near death. Okay, and then same thing over here. Near death. Okay, Zombie Oogie is not... I'm just... This is the most cursed night. I want to go to bed and the game's just like, nope. I think I need to just skip the mortars. We'll leave those for later. I like the idea of them, but they're no good. I think I really do need to invest in the ballistas. Oh, damn, this is way less houses. And yeah, just as I finally got the level design to cope, but I forgot that Zombie Oogie spits dudes. Okay, Siphon. We want to go for damage to armor. One of the biggest problems there was we didn't have the Longbow upgrade, which is actually really good. Frankly, invaluable. Okay, grab that. Unfortunately, it's way later down the tree now. Just makes everything a lot harder. Well, there it is, but let's go for banditry first. I can live without the extra range for a bit. And I want the Frost Keeps. But they're really not that helpful at the moment. Okay. Now I will grab them. Actually, let's grab the mana banks. Okay, well, once again, we've ended up in kind of a decent situation. I didn't make it through. Near death. Ballistas gain range. There we go. Whose turn? Nope. I mean, you never know. They might turn. But I'm always skeptical. Or they just keep splitting like that, and then I just end up in a bad place. Or we end up winning purely through grace of ballistas being actually just busted. Okay, if I can head this off and force a portal on this side, that actually saves me a lot. Because all of these open portals make me, give me a lot of problems. Let's see, Longbow level 2, yes. Most armor. There we go. Okay, you're gonna just be near death again. It's always just easier being tacky and boring. Well, no matter what, this works out. And then we can maybe look into this side. I don't know what to do about that one. I'm probably just going to leave it as is. Let's see, Broadhead Bolts. Keep expanding that. Okay, so we're going to force a portal right here. I can work with that. Let's see. Most armor. I think that was least health. Longbow again. Nope. Didn't quite get to it. Oh. Okay. That's not what I was expecting would happen, to be honest. Let's just grab sorcery. Most armor, most health. There we go. Well, we get a double starting portal. which is just wild to me. I'm gonna have to turn my attentions back to this, because as much as I've finished this, it's way better armored. Let's see. And actually, we want to do least health. There we go. Yeah, this is... Sure? Oh, there's Oogie. This is we probably would have expected. There we go. I'll just punch him for a bunch. Let's see. What else we got? And the nice part is... we have this entire setup. Let's do... near death with the most amount of health. It's... probably... not... it's probably not going to work the way I think it does. Oh, go for the bleed. Let's see. Lifesteal, lifesteal. Damage to armor. I don't know. And let's see where this goes. Because this is a mess, but it's at least a short path. Okay. You're a problem. You're a problem that honestly makes sense, because I did not plan around most shields happening yet, even though I knew it was going to. Okay. There we go. That'll have to do. Luckily, the Longbow upgrades can kind of solve a lot of these issues, because these guys actually get a decent chunk of training just based on range. And so nothing is wasted. Let's see, is this valid? Okay, most shield, most health, and we'll just max it out. Do we want to grab any of the rest of these? Except for maybe university, but no. Now is a good time to start getting those frost towers. Oh, but I am poor. Man, poor. Ooh. We'll see what happens. You never know. It could actually end up being way better. Let's see, if I put that there, it barely slows anything, but eventually with the range upgrades it won't be so bad. Damage to health, go for universities, or frostbite. Let's go frostbite and start with that. Keep extending this a little bit. Because I can't have this be this short. It's deadly. Same thing with this one here. Okay, what else do we do? And then this is such a long, beautifully long path, mind you. At least for the moment. So I don't need to worry about it too much. Let's see. All frost towers do bleed. Let's go savings account. Because I am going to run into mana problems. It is inevitable. Which, speaking of, I should probably get some more of these dudes down. Okay, most armor, most health. Because my current lineup is pretty strong. That's a lot of zombos that can just kind of sneak through. Let's see, broadhead bolts. Let's go advanced ballistics. There we go. Do we even... No. At some point I'm going to find something that I need to be worried about. Okay. So I want this to turn. Boy, if I can have all of these sides just terminate into portals so I only have to extend one side, I will be a happy camper indeed. Let's see. I don't remember if we actually have fastest as an option. I think we do. Okay. Frostbolt's level 2. I want to go for conductive snow, but we want to slow my enemies. That's not really working for me. I mean, it is. I'll be fine. I'll just go here. Okay, most shield. Anything with a chunk of shield just goes down. There we go. Anything else? Recover HP on enemies killed is actually really good mana. 2 per kill. Let's see where this goes. Because yeah, if I can fill this area out, that at least gives me some options. It's a bad place to be though. Let's see. Bleed damage, burn damage. No. We want damage to armor. Because I gotta get my frost towers up. Let's do near death and fastest. Most health, least shield, and armor. There we go. Okay, let's keep expanding this for a bit. We're getting a lot of splits here, which is kind of bad. Kind of. It'll open, so it'll be fine. Though the Batmen are a little spooky. Okay, let's have near death and fastest back here. Let's see. Damage to armor? Sure. There we go. Expand one more time. Because what I want to do is get this to kind of twirl inwards. If I can do that, we can get a whole bunch of space to use on things. Okay. No, they're getting wrecked. I do have a lot of money, which I should be using here. I just like to use it somewhat sparingly. Am I foolish enough? Here's the option. I have a lot of frost keeps that I can potentially put down, even if they're not that primo. The little bit of extra slowing will go a very long way. Even if they're not ready yet. Okay, that should be good. Let's just do most armor, least shield. And you are most shield. Perfect. Okay, that should be a little better. Please, yes. Okay, so one way or another, this is just going to turn inwards and do something useful. Please tell me that has enough range? No. I mean, we only need one upgrade. We also need some mana banks here. I'm just going to jam them in the back. Luckily, I'm not terribly reliant on the frost towers, and we've caught up to where we were last, and hopefully we can make this work. Oh, my ballistas don't do poison damage. I don't know how necessary that is. Okay, there we go. Bonus damage to health or sorcery level 2. Now I'm gonna go for frostbite, and this probably sounds like a madman's choice. Wow, just one? Alright. Stingy. Okay, bring that back. Just gives me something else to shoot at. Ish. And a lot more land to put high tier ballistas. Okay. We're keeping above mana-wise, though it's not our focus. Fastest. Okay, chance to freeze enemies, regen more, or give poison damage. Anything that is fastest and near death. Okay, let's keep extending that. Well, that's not exactly where I wanted it to be. Alternatively, what is the range on this? It's primo. No, I'm gonna leave that there. It's probably, once again, not the best idea. But I like the idea of it, especially once we get those range upgrades. There it is. There's conductive snow. Took it forever to show up. Please turn right. Yes. Okay, so we're going to have a terminating portal right here. Which is always just kind of fun. Okay, let's get another one of these. You're going to be most armor. And least health. Because we are going to get the missile and men. And they're nasty suckers. Okay, anything else? Regenerate more mana, more bleed, poison bolts 2. Nah. Let's go sorcery. Alright, that's another good spot. Let's see, most armor, most health. Because the missile boys get dicey. And yeah, I should probably just be populating this entire area with a ton of those. That probably doesn't hit jack shit, but whatever. Frostbite 3, and bam. I was hoping for a tower or something. Okay, I think we do need a number of these dudes just set to near death. Because that seems to be my biggest limitation. Actually, maybe just a couple on progress. Okay, there we go. Crit chance, crit chance. Is that even worth it? I don't know, but I'll grab it anyway. There we go. So we've got a terminating portal there. This area is still dicey, and this could get a little longer. Like, in retrospect, I do need to concern myself a little bit with this side. Because we are going to run into some gnarlies that come out of here. Okay. Do I go for yellow snow? Maybe. The other option is we start getting a couple of just big mortars. Because I think I've got status effects all told. The mortars were a mistake. I mean, they upgrade well enough. Oh, there it is. Oh, I never actually picked up the universities, did I? Well, you know what? I'm committed. Or I just lose. I still am going to express some level of dissatisfaction with this change in the upgrade trees. I understand why they did it, nesting, you know, certain upgrades later on. The problem is, like, you have to get 1, 2, 3 upgrades before you can even find the range upgrades for the Frostkeep, which I would actually consider to be the most critical thing that you can get for it. Which is a problem? Oh god, yeah. Absolute Zero is locked behind cooling rods, I think. That's rough. That's really rough. I should not have gone for the mortars, but I think I was screwed either way. Because I put a lot of upgrades into my frost arrows. I know I had a lot of money, and I probably could have avoided it a little bit further. But I put a lot of points into the frost towers. And they never paid off. I should have looked at what my DPS was, but they just didn't have enough range. And so I was putting them in places assuming I'd get those range upgrades, but I never did. And shot myself in the foot a little bit because of it, but it was just kind of one of those where I was just hoping it would show up, and then it just never did because it kept, you know, giving me all of these other towers that I don't need, which means I should probably just turn off encampments and shredders and radars, but if I do that, then I start losing these upgrades. It's a problem. I was really hoping they'd address it in a patch, and maybe they'll do a major overhaul at some point, but I don't know. It really seems like the easiest way to win is really just get one, either the poison spray or the flamethrower. Like, you don't even need to upgrade them, they're so strong, even with their current levels. Mortars, on the other hand, are just kind of redheaded, super trash child, and it's a sad. But with all that, I'll see you guys next time, and as always, thanks for watching.